Hey guys, happy Monday. Today I wanted to share with you a little flow that I do sometimes if I want to prepare my body for meditation. So sometimes my hips, my hamstrings can be pretty tight and it could feel a little uncomfortable for me to sit for 10 to 15 minutes and be able to take my mind somewhere else rather than how my body is feeling. So this is just a little flow that's just going to open stuff up nice and gently, being really easy in the body. And it's really quick. So you could do it in the morning or whenever you want time to just be able to sit or just to open up some stuff. You don't have to meditate afterwards. All right, so we're just going to start in a standing forward fold at the back of your mat. So just coming to the back here. And we're going to have wide feet. So take your feet as wide as the mat. Go ahead and grab opposite elbows. Soften your knees a whole lot and just allow your head and neck to be nice and heavy. If it's going to feel nice to put a little bit of a sway side to side, or maybe that's just being still. We're just going to deepen our breath here, so just settling in. Taking a couple deep inhales through the nose. Easy long exhales out the mouth. We'll do that twice more, so big inhale through your nose. Long exhale, just to let everything release. One more time here, big inhale. Long exhale, maybe your body just relaxes a little bit further over here as you hang. And very softly, just releasing your hands from your elbows, pressing firmly down into your palms, just turn your heels out and start to sink into a squat pose. So whatever that means in your body. So your heels don't have to come to the ground. And it might feel really nice just to see what's going on in your squat pose at first. So maybe leaning onto one hip, leaning into the other hip here. Just allowing things to gently open up at their own time. So not pushing or forcing. Once you find a place that feels like you could just settle for a moment, just bringing your palms together at the center of your chest. You can gently press your elbows into your thighs and maybe just find a little lift out of your spine. Just starting to find your breath again. It might feel good just to close your eyes so you can check in. And we're softly going to move through those movements a little bit more. So pressing your palms back into the ground. Go ahead and use a long inhale to lift your hips all the way back up to that wide-legged forward fold here, just exhaling as you soften. Once again, pressing into your palms, toes turn out, sinking your hips down. Just a big inhale to press your palms together, lifting out of your low back. Long exhale to press your palms down and inhale to lift your hips all the way back up here, just softening over. So twice more just like that, just turning your toes out here, sinking your hips down. Big inhale as you press your palms together. Maybe you open up your chest a bit. Exhale to plant the palms, lift the hips high, and soften your knees as you just fold over your legs. Last time here, turning the toes out, soften the hips low, pressing the palms, long inhale, maybe relaxing your shoulders on this one. And long exhale, press into the palms, lift the hips up high, turn the toes behind the heels, relax your knees, maybe so much so that your belly just finds your thighs, so it can just let go. And very softly, just starting to crawl your hands forward here. Come into a down dog, so just pressing into one palm, the other one. And starting to play around with pressing down into one heel and the other heel, rocking your hips a little side to side. That movement might feel nice to move it up into your shoulders or your head and neck. And then gently starting to ease your knees down to the ground. We're headed for all fours. So just relaxing your shoulders over your wrist, relaxing your hips over your knees. Taking an inhale to open up your chest as you look forward. Nice exhale to round your spine, just gazing towards your navel. Twice more like that. So big inhale, roll your shoulder blades down your back, open your chest up. Big exhale just to soften around your spine. Last time here, big inhale to open it up, just a long neck. Long exhale to soften, just reaching the back towards the ceiling. And then from here, just starting to play around with going a little rogue, so maybe rocking your hips a little side to side, getting into the shoulders a little bit here. You can soften one elbow, soften the other elbow. And coming back through center, just taking a big inhale to reach your right leg up behind you and just do some gentle circles with the knees. So just easily getting into hips. You can circle the knee away from yourself, and then maybe circle the knee towards yourself. Just check in with how you feel. It doesn't have to look like anything. And very softly here, just arcing that knee high outside of your right hand and just softly stepping the foot down, just sinking into a wide, low lunge. So from here, just coming onto your fingertips, rocking your hips side to side. So just feeling how it feels just to soften into this movement. Go ahead and press down into your left palm as you reach your right fingertips high and just take a soft twist. You can open up your chest, maybe really lean back. Now as you exhale, releasing that right fingertips down, tucking your back toes, starting to sink your hips back to meet your heels for your runner's lunge and just relaxing. So twice more like that, shifting your weight forward, rebending your front knee, big inhale, reaches the right fingertips up and open. Long exhale, soften the fingertips down, sink the hips back to meet the heels, just breathing into that hamstring. Last time here, rebending that front knee, shift your weight forward, big inhale, take a long twist, open towards the right. Long exhale to release the fingertips down, sink into that runner's lunge. If you'd like a little twist on this one, just pressing down to your right palm as you sweep the left hand on the outside of the right foot. Maybe there's a soft bend in that right elbow. And very gently starting to crawl your fingertips back forward here for that wide, low lunge. Pressing down into your palms, just sweep that right knee right up and around on the outside of your left knee. Untuck your toes and just start to sink your hips back towards your heels. So it's just a little hip opening thing here. Doesn't matter how low your hips get, just pay attention to how your body feels and just go towards what feels nice. And softly starting to lift your hips back up here, sweeping that right leg around, just coming back to all fours. Starting to roll around your spine, whether that's a little forward and back, inhaling to open, exhaling around, or if it felt good to move side to side or any which way. Just a breath or two. And once you come back through center here, we'll just do the other side. So inhaling your left knee up behind you and just starting to put that movement in there. So maybe it's that circles away from yourself or towards yourself. Maybe it's just gently lifting up the knee and lowering it or reaching the foot up and back. Just really explore. It doesn't have to look like what I'm doing. When you're ready here, just take a long inhale to sweep that left foot right on the outside of the left knee so you land right back into that wide, low lunge. Playing around with any kind of movement, or maybe it's stillness, and just allow the breath to be the movement as you just sink in and just check in with your body. Go ahead and come onto your fingertips here. So just taking a long inhale, maybe opening your chest, just finding a long spine. Now as you exhale, pressing down into your right palm, reaching your left fingertips all the way up and open, just breathing into your chest, opening up. And as you exhale, sweeping the fingertips down, tucking your back toes, sinking your hips back to meet your heels, wide runner's lunge, just as you exhale. A few more times like that, rebending that front knee, shifting your weight forward, big inhale, reach the left fingertips all the way up and open. Long exhale to sweep the hand down, sink the hips back to meet the heels, relax your body. Last time here, rebending that front knee, press into the right palm, big inhale, roll everything up and open. Big exhale, let it go. Soften the hand down, sink the hips back to meet the heels, and just take that extra breath, maybe settling over, maybe you're going for a little twist, just press into your left palm, sweeping the right fingertips on the outside of the foot. You put a little bend in that front knee, rock anywhere it feels nice to rock. And softly starting to release that hand from the foot if it's there. Crawl your hands forward for that wide, low lunge. And just sweep your left foot all the way up and around, sliding on the outside of your right knee, untucking the right toes as you sink the hips back to meet the heels. So it might feel a little bit different on this side. Totally cool if that top knee comes off the ground. Just really check in with your body. Just has to feel good on you. And softly starting to lean your hips forward, unraveling that left knee back next to the right, coming to all fours. And from all fours, just keeping your knees nice and wide, and we'll sink our hips back to meet your heels for your child's pose. Just really getting to the hip flexors a little bit here, maybe allowing the head just to fall. Go ahead and keep the hips towards the heels. You start to roll yourself up to sitting on your shins. Go ahead and sweep your legs around, and we'll come into a little butterfly pose. So this is one of my favorite poses, personally. You just take your feet together, your knees apart, but you slide your feet away from your body. So it's called a star pose. So from here, you just slide your hands under your shins, and maybe just palms just want to face the ceiling. Maybe you want to just take them to your feet. But the idea is letting go. So you're not pushing or forcing. You're just seeing how much you can release. Really gets into the shoulders, allows the hips to open up as well. And we'll take just a couple of deep breaths here all together. And when you're ready here, just very gently unravel your hands from underneath your shins. And from here, you could take your feet cross-legged or however you want to do it here, just to set up for your meditation. So I'm not going to say goodbye just from here, just going to allow you to float into anything you need to float into. Have a great day.